Hey Phil, going to try and send this lesson out to you again here. Okay, so have your original ones over here on the left. There's actually a glimpse of sunshine, which we didn't see a whole heck of a lot of. So, posture-wise on the left, we'll look at it real quick in a full motion. Okay, so pretty good golf swing overall. Look at the one on the right real quick. Okay, a little slower. Okay, so address. One on the left, you had your hands a little close to your thighs, didn't give you much room to swing. Had you get a little more tilt out over the ball. It doesn't mean you have to get rigid over the ball by, becoming a board sort of sticking out this way, but we just need a little tilt over so our arms can hang and hopefully hang, fairly close together, which I think you do anyway. So, yeah, we just tilted you over the ball a little bit more, gave you a little bit of this gap here. You should have about a hand's width in between your thighs and the butt end of the club. You wouldn't see that on the side. So as we took it back, let's see what happens. Originally, club got a little bit inside. Club face is good. The hands just sort of rotated, and the club just brought the club a little bit inside. So you're not really creating any depth in your swing. Your arms are sort of just kind of lifting straight up. I used to do this, so I know all about it. As you get to the back, though, you actually have some depth once you kind of get to the back of your swing. So, the way you brought it back is probably not ideal, but top of the backswing, pretty good. So over here, we brought the club more on plane as far as you didn't bring the club head inside. Still didn't create a lot of depth with our hands. Still could have the hands moving, more towards your right thigh. I think maybe we put a T in the butt end of the club, or maybe we put the shaft of the club in your stomach and kind of turned everything together. But you're more on plane, meaning the butt or the club is parallel to your target line and parallel to your body line right here. So as we get to the top, once again, good top position right there. You're probably, a fraction more on plane as far as if I drew a line from the ball up to your hands, match the club head pretty good. Over here, you'd start to get a little bit across the line, meaning club's over there. But either of those is a doable backswing. What we were looking for, and a lot of the stuff we did with our drills, is on the way down. We're trying to glick the club to your arms, kind of to drop the club to shallow a little bit. So this way, if I looked at your hands right here, they go out quite a bit on the downswing. Okay, kind of see now they're going to start cutting left hard. So wherever your hands go, that club is going to follow. So you're going to kind of pull across the ball. You're going to have to play kind of a cut from there, leave the face open if you want to get it started anywhere close to your line or your start line. So what happens is most people, when they're coming just a little bit over like that, they start to aim right. So you got to make sure your aim is parallel left, and we're going to swing out. Or you're going to be a little more shallow coming down, swinging out to the right. Your extension is great. I love the way the club's still nice and low. See how it's low to the ground right there? That means your left wrist is in a good position. You're hitting down through the ball, which is a big piece of the puzzle. So as we started down over here, we'll kind of trace your hands a little bit out, but it should be should go straighter at the ball, which is what we're looking for. You don't have to make as many compensations. Look at that, spot on. So if I had a line on either side of your hands right here, now you don't really have to make a compensation with that club face to hit it down the target right there. See the ball start, see your hands right down the line, extended. Okay, so good. Now we just need to learn to do that with a little bit of snap with the club, so we can get some club head speed. You're kind of feeling it out, so you're kind of guiding it a little bit or going really slow. So once you get the feel of that shallow arm swing with the arms moving around you and then down from the inside, then you get that club to snap a little bit. We talked about kind of snapping the towel or trying to get, if we had tape on our fingers, get that tape off to get some club head speed going. It's just a matter of getting comfortable with it. If I had drew a line on your hands right here, you're going to notice your hands are going to cut hard to the left. Okay, So at impact, you have to kind of keep the club face pretty open if you want to get it started down your target line. Here you can release a little bit harder. So our goal really would, on the way down, is to, I'd like to even see the club a little bit more in here, more on your right forearm coming down. And we can just really rotate through and let everything go. So look at it face on here real quick. Okay, there we go. That was one of the last ones. And your original here with all our crazy lines. Okay, we changed up your posture a little bit. We got those knees, get a little space in between them. We need to use our feet and our knees in the golf swing. So if we get them too pinched in right here, it's going to be hard for you to shallow your downswing because you're not going to be able to use your knees laterally as well and your feet laterally. You're going to be kind of stuck. I mean, it's nice to stay centered that way. You see Arnold Palmer and people putt like that. But as far as the full swing, we need some lateral movement on the downswing. So head your knees a little wider apart. Looks much more athletic over here to the left. We're going to have a little bit of a tilt away from our target. So that looks great right there. So as we brought this back, since you didn't really have any separation between your knees, you don't really get behind the ball very well. Sort of stayed right on top of it, which kind of helps hitting down on it, but you're going to kind of come over it. You're not going to be able to come from the inside as well because you're going to be coming steep into it with this back kind of straight up and down. So here we're a little bit more behind the ball, a little bit more of an arch away from the target a little bit that way. So that looks good right there. On the way down, pretty good really. Hands are ahead. You're hitting down. It looks like you're just maybe hitting up on it just a fraction where you might get a couple little thin shots, maybe a little fat. So the more you can drive down through it with an iron, the better. But overall, pretty good. Nice extension through the ball. Here you'll notice when you started down, this is a lot what we worked on, is you see how your shoulders are turned away from the target more here? Your arms are in front of your body, meaning your sternum's here, your hands are there. So our hands and arms are moving, in unison with our bodies. So we got to get our arms nice and soft. Our hands, hands and arms have to be soft, shoulders have to be soft to get those hands and arms down in front of our body. Over on the swing on the right, our original one, what happens is your shoulders will open. Okay, you see how much your shoulders open, and the club is just sort of dragging through. Now you get into a really pretty good impact position for doing that. Most people chicken wing from there, and you extend nicely, so you got that part of it. It's just a matter of getting your direction a little bit better, getting behind the ball a little bit, and just getting comfortable with this whole motion. So you see that shoulders opening up right there. Now watch here. The arms are starting down, the shoulders are staying turned a little more, so that's good right there. So, just keep working on that motion. You're going to feel, I showed you a bunch of pictures of models and stuff. I think we looked at Kuros a lot. He's a good, watch his example. It's pretty extreme, but big turn back. But watch him shallow that club. You see how that's on his right forearm right there? Now from here, all he has to do is he can fire as hard as he wants to get shot, and it's going to go down his target line without worrying about pulling or blocking it too badly. Face on, look at Kuros. Okay, so as he starts down, see his shoulders? His arms are really together right there, almost like his elbows are a little bit pinched together. His shoulders are still kind of angled back this way quite a bit, whereas in your original one, your arms are in kind of the same place, say, right there. Look how open your shoulders are compared to his. So that means, you're going to be kind of dragging the club through a little bit. So we worked a lot on getting those arms soft and learning how to kind of snap the towel or crack the whip with that club so your shoulders can stay back. See how he's angled? He's still angled a little bit away from the target right here coming down, whereas you would be actually angled a little bit forward when you started. But, as we see now, you've kept your spine angle intact all the way through. It should start a little bit behind the ball and kind of stay right there. So that looks pretty good. I think it's just a matter of getting comfortable with it. See if there's any See if I can find another picture down the line that gives you a good picture of what we're doing. Here's Paula Kramer. She's got a nice swing, and look at her, she's cute too, so we can easy to watch. Brings the club a little bit inside right there. It's driver, so longer. So, but watch as she starts down. Watch these arms. See how that club is right on her right forearm right here? Real early. You know, it's real hard to do that if your shoulder's open too early and your arms don't come down. What happens when the shoulder's open, the club is going to move out this way. So all those drills we worked on, I think I even had some, you kind of see in the pictures when we started. Yeah, I kind of had you doing a few of these drills right off the bat. Okay, see that club, see that's a much better downswing position right there. Now you're coming into the ball from the inside and you can extend down your target line a little bit better. So we'll take a little practice. We had this drill where we put it over your right shoulder. We also had the drill where, you know, I put a ball just kind of, oops, that's not much of a circle, is it? There it is. Put a circle just outside your hands here, and then I put a shaft just to, oops. Let's try this one more time here. Put the ball outside your hands, and then I put a club shaft just right on your toe line here, so you had to swing your hands underneath this ball here, but the club head over this shaft right here. What that did is allowed the club to move up this shaft, original shaft plane line. So the club's going to move up this to begin with, and then it's actually going to get a little bit steeper and above it on the backswing, and then you want it to shallow back down towards it on the downswing so you can swing out down your target line, because your target line is really this way, and you were kind of swinging when we started sort of out that way, so you got to leave the face open to, you know, even come close to your target. So okay, I think that's the gist of it. I'm trying to think if we anything else we worked on. If you have any questions, just email me. Now that you got my Gmail account, I check that all the time. That other email, sorry, I don't use that very often. So I will check to make sure you got this, but hope everything's well. Take care.